Hi, I am Johnson and today I am going to tell an adventure story and the story named, The Humble Honeybee, The Importance of Hard Work and Teamwork. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a group of hardworking honeybees. These bees were always busy collecting nectar from flowers and turning it into honey. They worked tirelessly, from dawn until dusk, buzzing from one flower to another, always focused on their task. Among them was a young bee named Benny. Benny was a curious bee, always asking questions and trying to learn more about the world around him. He often wondered why they worked so hard to collect honey and what it was used for. His fellow bees would tell him that honey was their food, and it was also used to feed their young ones. One day, while flying over a nearby meadow, Benny saw something that piqued his curiosity. He saw a group of ants working together to gather grains of wheat. They were carrying the grains to their nest, where they would store it for the winter. Benny was fascinated by this and wondered why the ants were working so hard to gather food. He decided to fly down and ask them. The ants explained to Benny that they needed to collect food for the winter, as they wouldn't be able to find any food then. Benny was amazed by their hard work and dedication, and he realized that the honeybees were doing the same thing. They were collecting honey for the winter when there wouldn't be any flowers to collect nectar from. This realization made Benny even more curious about honey and how it was made. He decided to visit the hive where the honeybees lived and observe them closely. As he watched them working, he saw how they collected nectar from flowers and brought it back to the hive. He saw how they stored the nectar in the honeycomb and how they used their wings to fan it, making it into honey. Benny was fascinated by this process, and he decided that he wanted to help the other bees make honey. He asked his fellow bees if he could help, and they were happy to show him how to collect nectar and make honey. At first, Benny found it difficult to collect nectar and make honey. He wasn't as experienced as the other bees, and he made many mistakes. But he didn't give up. He kept trying and practicing, and eventually, he got the hang of it. As the days went by, Benny became better and better at making honey. He worked tirelessly, always eager to learn more and improve his skills. The other bees were impressed by his dedication and hard work, and they started to see him as a valuable member of the hive. When winter came, and the flowers stopped blooming, the honeybees had enough honey to feed themselves and their young ones, thanks to Benny's hard work. They were grateful for his help and praised him for his dedication. From that day on, Benny became known as the hardest working bee in the hive. He had learned the value of hard work and dedication, and he had also learned the importance of teamwork. He realized that by working together, they could achieve great things and overcome any obstacle. And so, the honeybees continued to work hard, collecting nectar and making honey, and Benny continued to learn and grow, always striving to be the best bee he could be. Together, they faced the challenges of life in the forest, always working together, and always ready to help each other. And finally, make sure to like and subscribe now to Fables for Kids.